grapple with.
Good morning.
A little bit late today, but that's okay. Welcome to the Daily Now. My name is Tara, and happy Friday to you all. Friday! All right, let me put my peel base on. Nails are ready otherwise, but yeah, I just finished popping off, so let's get the peel base on. This is from Black Dahlia Lacquer. Love this peel base, this brand.
And then in one final bizarre piece of the interview that I picked up on, Jessica was asked
today we're going to do a Kozmik nails manicure
during the time that he claimed to have been in Michigan.
using
She said that she wasn't able to talk about the cut. Now, I think that the answer was no.
look up the name, I'm sorry.
No, or I don't know. So why would you say?
Oh, the double vision theme pack. So we're going to use the theme pack has 2 dips, 6 wraps, decals, and stickers. And I think today we're going to use one of the dips and one of the wraps. I'll take a look at the decals and stickers again, but I'm thinking one of the wraps. Another one that's like an optical illusion, kind of like the one I did last time. But I already did one mani with this theme pack. I used it was a red, white, blue, and maybe black, or red, white, blue dip. The mani, I really liked how it came out. It was called Retro Vision right here. And then I used some really cool decals. Oh, okay, so I'm sorry, wraps. These are the decals right here. These are pretty cool too. If you order this collection or anything from it, any of the 3D wraps anyway, you get a pair of 3D glasses. Let's put them on and see how they look. I got put. Oh my god! Oh wow, that's cool. Huh? I haven't seen anything 3D in a while. And on the back here are some images you would use, like different eye tests, you know, or whatever tests. Okay, so I think this is the dip we're going to be using today. It's called Rorschach. I don't know how to pronounce this. Hi, Britt. I don't know who else is here. Dominic has his phone. I saw Britt's name on the screen real quick. But good morning, ladies. So this is like a glitter dip in looks like a milky base, but it's black and white, and then there are some red foils, I believe, in it as well. So we're gonna do this on 3 nails, and then 2 nails I'm gonna do with this wrap here. But that's exactly what I did with my last mani for this theme pack. So I'm just gonna change up the nails and do the wrap on my index and middle nail, and then this on the other 3 nails. I would go 3 nails with the wrap, but there's enough here for me to do 4 nails, and if I mess up, I want to make sure I have enough. So if I try to do 3 and I, you know what I mean, mess up 1, then I only have, I don't know, I'm just worried. So I'm just going to do 2 nails with the wrap. I'm trying, and I want to try and get the part that goes down the center here, the optical illusion part, on the nail.
See your FICO score for free. Raise it instantly.
Happy Friday, ladies.
I don't know. What do you guys think about this case? What do you think all this new information points to?
I'm happy it's Friday.
I want to know what you guys think, so let me know in the comments.
I got the cutest lamp from Temu. It came today. Did you change the mode, Dominic? You did? Did you touch it? Oh, there it goes. I don't know, it
Especially
changed
since Chris
modes.
recently had that hard drive
Oh.
replaced. I mean, there's no
Anyway, it has a whole bunch of modes. It's LED, but
Why would Diana
it looks
even
like
mention trafficking as a
willow.
possibility?
It says willow bonsai tree on the box, but you gotta like you stretch the branches. You know how you want them to go. They're flexible, but I got the one with like warm white lights, but they also have one that's like multicolored. But the branches all hang down like the way a willow tree would. Oh, it's so pretty, and they're lit up. You know, there's lights on the branches, and then there's all these different modes. Like you can have like flashing lights or like twinkling lights, or I don't know, all these dancing lights. It's all these different modes. There's like 10 or I don't know, 8 modes or something. I think it was like, trying to remember how much it was. It was maybe like $8 or something, but it's so cute. And then it has a base, a stand, you know what I mean? It's a square. And so that's what sits on, you know, your surface, your table or whatever. And then it's got an LED plug. So it's super, super cute.
Agent who investigates this crime. Sometimes, like you said, they're hidden in plain sight. Tuesday afternoon, I spoke with the board president.
I like ordering from there. I can get a bunch of stuff for less than I would spend like on one thing at Amazon. Oh, I got some Rossi stuff in the mail today, right here. So some base activator and top coat, and then 4 dips. So I don't even remember what I picked. They said they wanted me to pick fall colors, so I tried to. And I have some other Rossi colors I could also mix in with those. I did this Manny last night. I haven't done photos yet for it, but it's Tutu from Rebel is the glitter, and Flora is C is the solid. It's the Flora is C is from their Sea Glass collection, so it's sheer. It's really cool. I like it. I think it's really pretty. All right, so this one's called Perfect Shine. That's right. I think it has.
She says if you notice something
let's open it.
like that, you can go ahead and call the National Human Trafficking Hotline.
This looks like it's shimmery.
Go ahead and just call.
Oh, it's super pretty.
Which I pray.
So it looks like almost like a light purple or pink. It's hard to tell, but it's not white.
Bizarre reason that none of us
Purple, pink, nude, somewhere in there. That's what it looks like anyway. I'm looking at it in the jar. We'll see once it gets swatched. I'm not doing that right this minute. This is a lot of waste, I think, all these boxes. Though. Nail Boo does the same thing. Every dip is like individually boxed. And some people might appreciate that packaging, and I don't mind it, but it seems like a lot of waste. This one looks really pretty too. I can't tell what any of the names are though because they're on the bottom of the jars. They're not on the boxes. This has just a number RGS673. Oh, no name. Is this a thermal? That was a thermal. Like I could not get my eyes off of, but I think I didn't get it because they wanted me to get fall colors. Ooh, look at the inside though. So it's like this looks like a purple with a golden shimmer.
All right, guys, until the next one, stay safe.
Maybe, I don't know if it's a thermal or not. I don't think I got any thermals though. So these jars are 1/2 ounce size, I believe. Yeah. Anyway, then the other one, there's a glitter. Looks like gold glitter, and then an orange. You guys know I like oranges. And orange, definitely a fall color. So I picked that one.
Save big on your favorite gear with top.
This looks like
for workouts,
just
weekends, and winning. like 20%
Gold
off Nike,
glitter.
25% off Adidas, and 25% off Under Armour.
Our
To
no
get your
fuss
whole family
glam powders
everything
result
at
in a
Kohl's.
natural feeling, lightweight, durable manicure that lasts longer than gel polish. All right. Oh, let me go back. I want to find something to put on the TV. I was watching no,
friends.
I've seen that before. This is who I want to see. This guy.
Like, we've been good. I don't know if, like, the last time you got a sale.
Amber Heard cross-examination. So this is the guy reporting live from my sofa. That's the name of his channel, reporting live from my sofa. His name is Paul, and he always has his little dog in the background. And he talks about trials that are going, cases, true crime cases that are going on. Usually, like, they're the ones that are in trial or whatever. So this was from last year when Amber Heard and Johnny Depp's case was going on.
This pesky little picture. Last video we went over the pesky little medical record. This one, y'all.
All right, so yeah, this hand. We're working on the right hand. One of my thumb had chipped last night, and if you guys remember during the live, my whole pinky came off, the whole nail and everything. So I had to replace that. I did that last night, and then I did this Band-Aid because I also lost my whole index nail. I came off, you guys. So this stuff, as much as I love it, it doesn't work as well as the Luxie nail gel. You know what I mean? The nail tip. I'm sorry, the jelly tip gel there. Because I never had any accidentally come off like that. You know what I mean? But this stuff, I don't itch. So I'm going to continue to use this until I can find maybe something better, you know, that lasts longer.
Ready to fire that back up when I'm not as busy with this stuff.
Ooh, I think we might be dry already. We are.
It's typically geared towards, like, you know.
So I think it's pronounced Rorschach. 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 How do you say it, you guys? Rorschach. I think it's Rorschach test. Anyway, that's the name of this dip.
Again.
And then under the wrap, I'm going to do, actually, I should do those nails first. I'm going to use Spectre, which is the Kozmik Nails white glow powder. It's available in multiple glow colors too, but this one is the aqua one. So we're going to use this on the index and middle nail because we'll do the wrap over this.
What you do have are a bunch of these and just spill the
Janet, are you here?
Took this photograph, right, Mr.? That's correct.
Let me look at comments real quick.
This was taken in Tokyo in July of 2013, correct?
No. Live chat.
Picture of Mr. Depp.
Hi, Mallory. Hi, Tara.
And I took a picture of him because he.
Yeah, they do. Email Couture is so expensive, though, Tara.
Sometimes security would carry him like a baby into bed, get him changed. And he would be
my Kozmik Nails discount code is Tara10, by the way. You can save 10% with that. And I'm going to be using Rival Nails dip liquids, and you can save there with Tara15.
You know, I mean, it looks like he is sleeping with his head in the nightstand table. Right? So, I mean, this is a little bit extra.
I was gonna do this Manny last night, but I ended up doing the Rebel one. I was like, I'll do this on the live today, you know.
But some of them do look like he just kind of
haven't done a Cosmic Manny this week yet.
His attorney is doing. Now, again, let's make no qualms that we are very well aware that Johnny is no angel. Okay, Johnny has his own set of issues. We are very well aware of that.
Britt, you at work? You didn't play hooky today? How are you feeling, Tara? Is your fever? Did it break?
You had to be on a desert island. You had a choice. You could either be on there with Amber or Johnny. Which one did you pick? This is my first response, and actually, I want to amend my response.
I was so worried I was going to mess up my accent nails today and
on a desert island without either of them be an
do my ring finger
but
white.
Now, actually, I think about it, like, what about, can I be on there with Ron
I've done it
Snow?
before.
So that's my first response. Then after that, it's kind of just be on there alone. Then after that, Johnny. Then after that, Amber. So that's at the
So these two
order
nails,
how
like
it
I
goes
said,
there,
will have
right?
the wrap.
So yes, Johnny is no angel on this, right?
I have
He has
issues
some
with
issues
these
on
wraps
that, I
though,
get that.
because even if I have it folded on, you have, it's like you can't just leave it at the very end.
And again,
I'll go in the shower or wash the
see
dishes and they like shrink
here's what
down.
Amber is doing,
Like,
and the evidence will show what she's doing with this.
and sometimes I'll
It's
even
on
put
certain
2
applications, so
gel
anyways,
top
let's keep
coats on
going.
it. You know what I mean?
Picture as well.
Yes.
Like my Orly Manny that I did, the Manny twin with Brit, that gray one,
And this is a picture of Mr. Duck taking a nap on his tropical.
that was lacquer. And once it was dry,
Whereas
I put a gel top coat over it. And then I did the dishes, and by the time I was done with the dishes, like the free edge of 3 of my nails were like peeling up. Well, one actually was on the side, you know, like the sidewall, but 3 of the nails.
Johnny would say, right? I would give him that. But again, I was like, I could take a picture of him.
like a
right?
bump on
Now,
my.
that doesn't mean that he
You can go there.
had been,
Oh,
on a
yes.
bender. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Melissa took this picture, right, Mr.?
That's correct. I did.
All right, I'm gonna do a second.
Sleep in a chair.
No, he was nodding off.
Second
sleep
dip.
is different. When you're nodding off,
Pour it out.
you're high on drugs. Didn't even feel the cigarette in his hand that had, been burning on his leg. And it was cause for alarm for me, naturally, because I've read about it.
It's your testimony under oath that Mr. Duck is holding a cigarette in this picture.
He had been.
Seemed to really like taking pictures of Mr. Duck. while
We gotta
he
do
was
something with those Revelist Club dips soon, Tara.
That is the most like.
Got any other ideas besides the cupcake thing? I feel bad though. If you want to do that,
I mean, and this is the thing. There's clearly a tension.
maybe we could fraternal twin.
Because we'll see the evidence shows that she's doing these pictures and whatnot. And I can understand if there is like an authentic thing of being like, look, say you have a loved one who's doing
Okay.
something that absolutely denies it. Look, here's that you were doing this last night. What are you going to say to this? You know what I'm saying? In a situation like this where all these pictures, and not all these pictures, but we'll clearly see some stuff ending up in People magazine and whatnot, being sent to friends and utilized with what I'm going through and all this kind of stuff, right? It's kind of a different ballgame, right? I also was making note of Johnny's little ponytail that he's using in his hair or whatever.
This
I thought that was
Aqua
kinda
Glow
cute,
is
little
really
cute
good too,
there.
by the way. I just want to let you
Those
guys
little-
know.
little lawyer
It
stuff,
glows
like,
super
see the
bright.
testimony that he has a cigarette in his hand. I mean, she doesn't miss a damn little beat. I wish that I could be that quick on my feet these days. That's one thing I've noticed with this attorney is I'm just like, what a young little whippersnapper. Because I'm just like, I'm like, my God, I feel like it. And I'm in my 40s
All right, let's put this
now,
away.
it's in slow motion at this point, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, right? I just feel
I
like
can
every
see
little
the
bit she does, it's
aqua
like, bam, she's
glow
right on it. I mean,
Even coming out of the jar.
Took this picture of Mr. Duck as well, didn't you?
I did.
You decided to
Check
take a picture of
comments
Mr.
again. I
Duck
have to
with
keep.
ice cream
I wish
sandwich.
they would just stay on the screen, but they only stay for a second. Pick a design.
How bad the medications and the medication change and the drug misuse had gotten.
What should I put over
it's
lacquer
this
then,
is all about
Tara?
control,
I don't
right?
have
This is-
like a
looks like
nail
something
polish.
I
Oh, I might have a clear nail polish.
So,
What are you supposed to top coat it with?
harm was done against that ice cream and the filming of this, and I feel a certain way about that. So yeah, that was rather intense. I'm not sure.
All
what
right,
kind of
let's
reference
get to
had
work
and lots
on
going there, right? And we'll
Rorschach.
see the picture
Rorschach.
come up, in some text
Or
messages here
whatever
shortly.
it is.
We also told the jury about an incident on December 15, 2015.
That's a hard word to say.
Where? I'm sorry.
December 15, 2015.
Yes, that's correct.
Told the jury that after
So
this
yeah,
incident,
there's a lot of glitters in here. There's square glitters, there's hex glitters, there's circle glitters, in different sizes,
so you recall
varying
testimony on
sizes.
page 16 in this
And
trial.
then I think red
Was she stuck down
foils,
there
but
and
not
she
a
was
lot
like,
of red.
felt like it.
Like you can't even really
another
see it
thing
on my
Amber has
swatch,
to
you
say
know.
about the attorney is Amber is very quick on things. They're very quick. Now, granted, we've seen her get tripped up and exposed and all this kind of stuff, but I mean, she can hold her own.
Oh, actually,
right?
maybe
You
they're
have to give that
diamond,
to
not
her. You know
square.
what I'm saying? Like, or however you might feel about Amber or Johnny or whatever.
These
her
ones are diamond. Oh no, there
ability
are square
to
ones too.
remember
They're
the
right on
stuff
there. But
that
there's
comes
also
her way
diamond shaped
and
glitter.
all
So
her
there's a little bit of
fingers are
every
like,
kind of glitter
wow.
in this thing.
Yeah, I mean, wow, right?
I thought I probably had a concussion, and certainly thought, excuse me, start over. I thought I probably had a concussion, and certainly that I had a broken nose. There was blood everywhere, blood all over the pillows. My head was bleeding from the ripped out hair, chunks up there on the floor, all over the place actually. So lines, none. That I had a broken nose. Do you recall giving that testimony, Ms. Hurd?
Yes, exactly.
So you had a broken nose, right?
That's absolutely what I thought.
You had 2 black eyes after this incident, right?
And so again, I've said this in my other videos about her, and I just think that it's interesting in this one too, how she'll own up.
Did you guys
to
watch
what
this
she
trial last year? The
100%.
Amber Heard and Johnny Depp
Just
trial?
exactly how I felt.
That was
Like,
insane.
She's
She's
going after
horrible.
it. Again, it's
I
just
felt so
almost
bad
this
for
whole
him.
thing of like, that's the story we're going with. That's what we're selling. Whether any of us really know that's how she truly felt or not, I mean, we'll probably never know, right? But regardless, it's like that's what she's sticking to and that's what she's selling. And it's like, let's
A
just
bunch of
work
glitter up
towards
at the
that.
top
It doesn't
on this
matter
nail.
what any of the other evidence might show or not
Yeah.
show.
I did have 2 black eyes after that incident.
And you testified that you also had an
All
acid
right,
blood
let's
from
do
when
this.
you got punched.
Get the first layer on here.
That is correct. From December, yes, that's correct.
You testified that the lip wound kept reopening when you moved your mouth.
That's correct.
You also testified that you had bruising on your temple,
That's correct.
and bruising on your chin.
Correct.
You also testified that your head was bleeding from where Mr. Depp ripped chunks of your hair out.
I remember, yes.
Now, again, in this whole scenario right here, what's interesting is to me, she's starting to go down this whole avenue of acting like re-victimized over the scenario already. And again, with just what it appears that the evidence is showing so far is that, this is probably not what happened. Very most likely, probably not what happened. And so, again, it's interesting just to see how almost like she's attempting to mimic what a real person.
All right, so this is what they're looking like after the first dip of the glitter. I'm going to adjust myself. My legs are sticking to the chair. It's going to be 90 again today. Oh, let me check the comments because I want to see what Tara said about it.
That I noticed throughout this thing is like, okay, for example, when things
Black or top coat.
about this, about that, or whatever that have to do with the love of Johnny.
Chastity's not here. Did she say anything yesterday? I didn't see anything in the chat about the dog, like later on, or anything this morning, because I asked her, but she didn't respond.
For times that I would think
Was there any chat, any conversation that wasn't in the chat for me or something? There wasn't anything besides what I wrote, and then like Julie and Britt might have put a new post. And then I was talking to Janet a little this morning. That's all I saw.
Right. Now, all that being said, it's not my place to determine whether I believe her or not. It's not my place to decide how a victim would or would not feel. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I got to
This is
do our
something
Follow
I
Friday
agree
post
with,
too. I forgot about
whether I
that.
think she's really a victim of Johnny or not. You know what I'm saying? But in any of these cases that we look at, I never like sitting here and be like, well, I would feel this way. Or I would do this, about something I've
It's
never
still
experienced
feverish,
myself.
yeah, and the
But
temperatures
again,
don't help.
because
No
of the
kidding.
dynamics of this and the lies that are being exposed with her testimony and some of her behaviors, I think it's interesting to comment specifically on her behavior because some of it just doesn't seem to be
Okay,
congruent.
so they're not so expensive. I have some email couture.
Now for this incident, you did take.
Oh, you know who I'm confusing it with? I'm confusing email couture with Prey. Prey is the really expensive one,
Now,
right?
another bad part about
Yeah, it is.
celebrity
Their whole
situations like
nail
this,
kit or whatever.
where there
I don't
is
know,
so
maybe
much
their prices have come down,
evidence,
but they
then
were wicked
also, this is what
expensive.
blows my mind with this, right? Is the fact that she took so much photographic evidence, but then there's also like extreme public evidence right on the heels of all this. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I don't know Amber specifically during these times would even miss a beat to any of this. I don't think that she's the type that would sweat this. I think that she's the type that would be like, I've got this. I can talk my way out of this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of personality types I have dealt with stuff like this.
I'm hoping
one
I
thing
won't
that
have
is
to hand
common
place any
is
glitters. We'll
this
see.
kind of stuff right here where there's always something really obvious that makes you say, why would they think that they could get away with that? Like, it's so obvious. And I've spoken to this in some of my other videos. This is what we're starting to get into here, is some of that stuff of why would they think
Let me
that
press
they
this
were
down
on
with the
national
bag.
TV the night after they claimed blank happened? Why would they think that they could say that this happened? It's so obvious.
I'm just
You know
using
what I
the
mean?
plastic bag so these glitters can be pressed flat without
But
sticking
that's
to
the
my finger.
personality type.
If you've ever
They
tried
will lie
pressing down your
out
finger,
and
you know what I'm
make
talking
sure
about.
that they are so full of themselves and so
Alright.
confident in their ability to manipulate and talk their way out of anything. It's almost like they don't really care about being able to talk their way out of it. Like, it's just kind of like in the moment, if that makes sense.
You appeared on the James Corden show the day after this alleged incident, right?
I did.
I notice how she immediately starts the manipulation. I did.
Yeah, I got no
Was
red
like,
on that
I can't
now.
believe that, and it's so much work to try and cover it
Maybe
up.
add some red fine glitters in here and not
So
red
there's kind of the
foils.
James Corden show sitting next to
See a
some
little
hot
red
dude.
on this
A
now.
photo of you opening your mouth on the right?
That's correct.
So keep this in mind. This is the photo. Now, she had photographs surface earlier in testimony and whatnot of the big split lip and all this stuff and yada yada yada.
With a split lip.
You've seen pictures of it without makeup.
See
Yes,
by the split lip when you
I
were
sure
moving
did.
your mouth that way.
I sure did.
In those photographs.
Absolutely.
Now, here's the thing. I don't wear no makeup like that. I don't have no big fluffy lips like that. So I don't know if that's possible or not. Y'all let me know in the damn comments if it is.
You did take pictures of your alleged injuries on after December 15th, correct?
If I can
You
get
showed
some of
those
these glitters
testified
down
that
here
this
a
is
little
picture
bit.
of you after the incident on December 15th, 2015, right?
It was.
Okay, so here's the thing. Now, and again, this
See if I can
all
get him to
comes out,
stay
you know,
there.
This in this particular video, we're not going to even be getting into the bruise kit. The incidents that she's describing, and again, everyone is different, and it's a very tight rope to walk because of real victims
Okay.
who go through
I think I'm
stuff.
gonna leave it like
And
this.
just sit here and be like, oh, well, that doesn't qualify as a real thing because this doesn't, that doesn't look like this, or this
So we just
doesn't
gotta
look,
do
what
a
I'm saying?
second
Like,
layer
I
on
could
here.
sit here and say, well, that doesn't
This
look
step would be
believable or
probably
whatever,
cute,
even though, I mean,
because you can't
honestly,
even
I
tell
believe
really
her
like
because I
about
don't
the
believe most of what comes out of her mouth, and so much of the evidence points to
with the red.
manipulation and
I think
things
this would
of
be
that nature,
cute.
like manipulation through makeup,
with,
through
like,
filters, through
cow
stories,
nail
all this
art
kind of
or
stuff, right?
cow sticker, cow print
You know,
stickers, or
just other stuff.
wraps or whatever.
So this is
Transfer
where slippery
foils.
slope comes in, and then also utilizing all this photographic evidence for whether it's publicity or potential blackmail, things of this nature. Let's keep going before I keep
This
going.
one got a good
These
amount of
pictures ended
glitter.
up in People magazine in June of 2016. Isn't that right, Miss Hurd?
That's correct.
Okay. So first of all, the stuff that she comments on, which is the, oh, I felt like my nose was broke. Oh, I had these big black eyes. Oh, this and that. But
These are
she
pretty
looked
much
perfectly
flat too,
okay
so that's good.
on made up the next day, no swelling. She's testifying. Oh, the ice made it go down. Oh, well,
Trying to decide.
And then
See, look at my
conveniently,
this
it's on the
finger.
cover of People
It's
magazine,
silly,
and we're
but
gonna hear her excuse
over
for this,
here,
which
there's no
honestly, the
glitters.
second that this
Thinking
takes
about
place,
putting a
where
black
that's-
one there, maybe.
It's on the People magazine.
Yeah, I
Her
am.
excuse
It's even
for it.
as a black one
That's from, like,
on my little
really
towel, so it's meant to
you're
be.
done. We've seen what we needed to see. You're done.
You gave these pictures to People magazine after you publicly accused Mr. Depp of domestic abuse, didn't you?
I didn't personally know.
Okay.
Now again, she covers her butt here. I didn't personally know, but it gets even worse for her.
All right,
Not really
let's
her,
put
well,
this
her legal
dip
team and her
away.
because it just looks even bad. Now also make note of the like very morose pose, that kind of a thing. And I mean, this is the thing you have to think. Like, think of
So
the
the
stuff
wrap
that goes on
obviously
Hollywood, the
goes.
stories that are spun,
It goes on.
the
Well, maybe not
circus,
obviously,
that
but the
this
wrap
kind
goes
of
on
behavior that's going
after.
on.
Here's the glitter I just stuck on. It fell off.
We'll never find out about this level of spinning,
Hmm.
manipulation, blackmail, all
Now
this
it's
kind of
stuck to
stuff.
my finger.
This is you protecting Mr. Depp after you got the restraining order against him, isn't
Try
it?
again.
You know, this is him calling me a liar and me forcing me to prove it.
No,
As I mentioned to you earlier.
give me my
Okay.
tweezers.
So,
Look at all this work just for one glitter, you guys.
let me know your experiences down in the comment section. This is a huge experience of mine with people with this personality type disorder. When their backs are against a wall,
Alright.
they start to realize it.
Okay.
Crying is a go-to. Crying is what they, in my opinion, what they do to, that is their escape valve. That is their, I can't really talk my way out of this right now. I don't know what else to do. This is an ultimate sorrow card. It's an ultimate manipulation card.
I'm gonna go through and encapsulate
So it
all
makes
of the
you
nails
feel whatever,
with one
right?
layer of
So she
clear.
starts to break up because this is looking
Ooh,
very
you know
bad,
what else
right?
came today,
Because when the
Francina?
attorney sat here
I haven't
and
even
said,
opened them
"This
yet,
is
but
your
I think
Johnny Depp,"
I have to go back to my like order and look. But I think they're more of those flakes I ordered.
Seriously, I mean, this is who does that?
Look at
Okay,
these ones.
who
Ooh,
does that?
they look like
She's
bluish
just
teal
otherwise
and then
he was-
coral.
he was a
Corally probably doesn't look
Really?
like much. And the
Really?
jar,
Yeah,
huh?
this is very unbelievable. And so when she's
So we
caught
got
out,
that
she starts to cry.
one, and then this
Right?
one.
Yeah. So this is, to me, this is a very frustrating part because again, this is
These look like
this
yellowy,
type of personality
purpley.
is go-to. And sadly, it worked for them for a lot of people because again,
We'll
this
have
isn't
to
a
play
public
with
situation,
those
so they have to
soon.
move along and have to do this and that. But when you're in a real life
Of course, I'm going to
situation, you're
use
at
Cosmic
large,
Nails
over,
Ultra Clear
a broken
to
coffee
encapsulate today.
cup, spilled milk, whatever the thing is for that moment, and they start pulling this drama, and then the tears, the waterworks come on when they can't lie their way out of whatever it might be or whatever the case. You do the math on it.
So you did give these pictures to People Magazine.
No, I gave these pictures actually to my lawyers and my representatives at the time.
So it's your testimony was heard that your lawyers and representatives gave these pictures of their client to People Magazine in the middle of a contentious divorce.
I certainly did not personally give it. No.
I love how the lawyer kind of does the shocked laughing during that. Like, really? And then Amber admits it in essence by saying, I certainly did not give it to People Magazine. So again, I mean, this is just the shock value again of like, so your lawyers, I mean, that's of course who gave it to them, right? I mean, Amber probably didn't have to give this to them, her lawyers did. And in the middle of this divorce, I mean, it's a smear campaign is what it is. You know, and of course, she's alleging the same thing. I mean, this is just nasty Hollywood spat 101.
Mr. Depp wears rings on every finger, doesn't he, Miss Hood?
That's my experience, yes.
So I have some glitters on this nail that are like
No,
hanging off the nail, but I think I'm just gonna let it be over here, and then I'll just file it off.
That's my experience with him.
And Mr. Depp is always wearing rings, right, Miss Hood?
That's my experience with him.
Now they'll go into this testimony about these damn rings, oh my god. And you'll see why they're doing this because it does make sense with what she's alleging and the injuries and whatnot that come from it. And it's kind of like, yeah. I mean, because when you watch, first of all, I'm not a major jewelry kind of a guy. Nothing against it, but when I see the jewelry that he seems to wear,
I
I'm like,
debated
that just
even
gives me,
encapsulating
like,
these
anxiety.
nails, but
That
I'll,
much stuff around,
I may
right?
end
It's
up
like,
filing off some of the dip if I
you know,
don't.
Like I might wear a ring from time to time, a watch, stuff like that, but that's it. Certainly not anything chunky. So when I see him with all his stuff on, I'm like, oh my god, that just gives me anxiety. Let alone him like getting smacked around with it or something like that. But again, this is where these attorneys are really good because they're just piecing this together or picking it apart. With, well, if he's wearing all this stuff and you said this here, and you're claiming this happened, I mean, one would think there might be some actual, you know, remnants of bruising of this, or the injuries might be even more intensified because of it.
Sir, do you recall giving testimony taken a deposition in this matter in January of this year?
I do.
And see, here she comes. Here the attorney comes with the receipts on the line in her own form.
He said he hit you and he
I made fudge last night, you guys.
said he hit you with
Cut up some of it this morning, but I haven't tried it yet. It was too early for fudge, you know.
Here the wee people ways.
But I cut it up because I figured Dominic was gonna want some at some point. I cut up just half of it.
That's correct.
I have a glitter floating around up here, a white
How
one.
many times he hit you in the face?
That's correct.
So Mr. Depp hit you in the face multiple times while he was wearing rings on this occasion, correct?
Which occasion in March are you referencing? You want
The testimony that you gave on day 15 of this trial, March 2013.
Dominic.
Specific as to the day.
there were several
Did you
incidents.
try the fudge?
The one where he hit you several times in the face.
That right there was my drop moment for me. Because the attorney is just like, and for anyone else out here,
Patty
the
here?
way she wore it, I mean, this attorney is good, right? The way she wore it, she's like, the one where he hits you several times in the face. You know what I'm saying? This should be a very memorable thing. And again, Amber's being very, there is many which one. You know what I'm saying? Amber gives it right back, but the attorney is just the dramatic, not really the dramatics of it, but like the thud of it, right? The one where he hits you
Did you?
in the face. And Amber fumbles through this.
Did you have any?
She's not. This
Yeah, I cut
attorney,
up some
can
of
see
it.
why they picked her,
It's in the
because
bowl.
to-
It's
to
in the
be able to
pan in the
question
container.
Amber, you have to pick somebody.
No, I did. I cut up some of it. Take it out and open the lid.
You can't get someone who intimidates
Do it again.
easily. You can't get
He's saying
someone
it's
who's
not
gonna
cut
get
up.
you
I'm like, I
tripped
cut up
up.
some of it.
You have to have someone on their A game.
Can you bring me a piece too?
And be able to hold this kind of banter with Amber.
There was, I'm sorry, just so I understand better, there were several incidents in March of 2019.
Just chocolate fudge. Super easy. It's the recipe I've said before. Bag of chocolate chips, a can of sweetened condensed milk, and a teaspoon of vanilla.
Right.
Just melt the chocolate chips and the condensed milk in a pan, and then like on low, you know, once it's melted, put in a teaspoon of vanilla, stir that in, and then just pour it into like a wax paper lined or greased.
Okay, that was just a
Like
jumble
8 by
mess.
8
You see
pan.
Where like Amber kind of is like,
Chill it for 4 hours, and you're good.
but I mean, she was
Super
doing some
easy.
stalling tactics there, right? Of like the confusion of there, because the attorney wasn't going to back down from there. And I mean, again, it's like, yes, the situation where it gets you several times.
Did you hear me, Dave?
Which one? That's the thing. You weren't specific. There was that, but there were
I
several.
don't think he heard me.
instances.
I want a piece.
It's that when
Now
he
all
was
this talking
you know
about
what I'm
it.
saying? So I just that was such a very interesting little banter there. Let's continue.
Dominic.
This is a picture you took after that incident, right, Richard?
Yes, that
He
was
must
one
have
where he
headphones
grabbed
in or something.
And hit you in the face so many times that you don't remember. Isn't that correct?
That's correct.
And there's no
Smooth.
injuries to your face in this picture
Yes.
either.
Not that this picture shows.
So yeah, that's where you run into these problems. So
Dominic?
you see how the attorney sets it up. Oh, you're hitting this face several times. This time they do that, and in the picture.
Bring me a
showing,
piece,
like,
please.
Yeah,
Can you
there's
bring me a
that.
piece?
You're expecting to see someone's face completely banged up. I mean, we've seen, especially if you're here in the true crime world, we've seen, people at the hands of this kind of abuse and whatnot.
Acts like
You
I'm
see it
asking for
happen.
the
It's
world.
just like,
Testified to another incident in March of 2013, where Mr. Depp hit you while he was wearing a lot of rings. Do you remember that?
You kidding? You give me the smallest one ever. It is. It's the little corner one.
And it got a little blood on the bottom.
It was like
I
this
don't
big.
remember
I'm sorry.
There isn't a picture of you with injuries after that election incident, is there?
that. I don't know if I've seen one. I can't recall. There are a lot of pictures.
You didn't produce any photographs after that alleged incident, did
I
you?
don't know if I took.
Okay, so I'm just activating
I'm
the
not
nails
quite
now.
sure which ones.
You didn't show any pictures to the jury after describing that alleged incident, that your teeth, your lip went into your teeth. You don't remember that, right? You
I
didn't show
don't.
any pictures to the jury after describing that incident, right?
I don't believe I've seen that picture admitted.
and this is where the rumblings began. Her attorney over there is probably already shaking. She's gonna get the switch. She's gonna get the switch.
That picture doesn't exist.
I don't know which one you're talking about. We have pictures from March 2013, yes.
The only picture that you've produced and shown to this jury is the one that was just put up on the screen, where you said he hit you multiple times in the face, and you appeared to have it as a bruise on your arm, correct?
I believe this is the only picture that's in evidence right now.
That's the only picture you've shown to this jury from March 2013, correct?
I believe so.
A whole bunch of rigmarole to get around to just finally admitting that's the only picture. Because another thing that stands out is the fact that she was documenting so much of this. So a lot of it's like, well, why wouldn't you document? If you did A, B, and C, why not D, E, and F? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. And so to sit here and be like, okay, well, I forgot to give them one more. Actually, my nose was mangled.
We're gonna just give these another minute to finish curing, and then I'm gonna start filing. Got some dip on my skin up here. Oh, comments.
2013. Do you remember?
Glorimar's here.
Yes. That's
Hi,
correct.
Michelle.
Testified that Mr. Depp put black to your
Hi,
face.
Glorimar.
That's correct.
You went to the
I know. Hey, I don't even remember what the color palette is for this month. I know Brit and Jules have it on their page. I'm gonna have to go. Oh,
judge.
that's what I was gonna do today on the live. Glorimar, I'm doing a Cosmic Manny with the double vision theme pack.
I notice how she does point out that he has passed away.
And then I put a wrap on these two nails. But yeah, I was totally planning to do that. The color palette.
The judge pointed it out to you.
I'll either do it tonight or tomorrow morning. God darn it.
So
How are
since
you
your
today,
testimony,
Michelle?
you went into the bathroom and didn't look in the mirror
I'm still like thinking about that
to notice that your nose was bleeding.
shark Manny you did, that shark bite Manny. So creative.
Cry. I don't even know if I paid attention to you.
That was really cool.
You didn't take any pictures of your bloody nose.
Glorimar, are you back from Puerto Rico?
The pictures were taken of you in Russia, though. Isn't that correct?
Yes, that's correct. That's,
Are
Again,
you back from Puerto Rico?
so she had this
I'm
bloody
guessing
nose.
you're
So
back,
I went
right?
to the bathroom crying, but I wouldn't look. Why wouldn't you look in the bathroom and mirror? I mean, this just doesn't even make sense.
Oh, all right. How was it?
Go in the bathroom, just use the bathroom.
I'm sure it was awesome.
You know what I mean? So this is where this unbelievable factor.
Yeah, it was
story
super
don't
creative.
line up. And if you had a bloody nose, I can see something like, you know how sometimes like you might get a bloody nose like over say allergies.
So this is Shark Week this week?
Notice it or whatever. So like this other guy was like,
Does it end
"Look,
today, Shark Week?
if you hit your nose or something like that, or somebody hits you or something like that, you're typically, especially if you're near a mirror and you go to the bathroom.
Your mother
this
used
is
to call you
really
Tara Nikki? That's so
That's
cute.
what just baffles me about this testimony.
And this is you and Mr. Depp in Russia for the Lone Ranger premiere, correct?
it was a dinner function.
All right, we should be good to
before
file.
the promotion of the movie. Wasn't the premiere, if I recall.
You don't have any visible injuries to your face, do you?
None that you can see.
So again, that pesky little picture is just coming right back.
I would love to go to Puerto Rico.
That's correct.
I've heard so many good things about it, and I mean, just there's so much natural beauty.
Right?
That is correct.
You have no visible injuries to your face, do you?
None that you can see.
Yeah, I mean, they were getting real close up with these damn photographs here. I mean, Amber's really hating the paparazzi right now. I can tell you that much, okay? She is like, remind me to slash their damn tires.
Even though Mr. Depp whacked you in the face so hard that your nose bled
He did.
while wearing chunky big rings, right?
That's correct.
You also testified that Mr. Depp, again, whacked you in the face after the Met Gala in May of 2014, right?
That is correct.
You testified that you thought he hit you so hard you broke your nose.
That's correct.
You said your nose was, quote, swollen, discolored, red.
That is correct. I took a picture of that.
You testified you took a picture of your face after this.
Okay.
I did.
But you didn't show that picture to the jury, did you?
I would like to.
You didn't show it, did you?
That's not to me.
Y'all, this
Gonna smooth this out a
is
little
really might
bit.
need to send help to her attorney here, y'all. Woo, my goodness, there's a lot going on in these clips here. I'm getting nervous for her. I'm getting nervous for the my God. I mean, first things first of all,
There we
you're
go.
also watching Little Miss Ross's back there. He's buckled them. Drop some little blue doggy footprints down below if you have them. It's your little emoji. Send Ross some love. He's just been hanging in there, y'all. So send him some love real quick, and then
This over.
fasten yourself seatbelts up because this is the part right here
What else?
where Amber is getting really riled up about these pictures. I honestly fear for her attorney's safety. Okay, because you know that she
Diane
gave her
Downs
lashes,
versus
right?
Anne
After this
Rule.
testimony,
Haha.
You know she gave her lashes. Okay.
You guys know who Diane Downs is?
I mean, this whole dynamic where they're going back and forth. I mean, it's so much of this, like, damn, you know, you got whacked in the face, and you got whacked here, and then there's this photograph, and then here's this, and then I mean, it's just like.
I'll go to this. I never watched it. Alex Murdoch's Very Selective Memory. Bizarre Interrogation. This is with that guy Paul again. Reporting live from my sofa.
This interrogation of Alex Murdoch blows his story out of the water, and we're going to talk about the highlights now.
How's everybody's day going so far? Are you guys happy it's Friday? I'm happy it's Friday. We don't really have anything planned this weekend, but next weekend we're planning to go back to the beach. Like, it's our goal to go like every 2 weeks, you know what I mean? Nick's like, I didn't know if you'd want to go again because of what happened on the bus, you know, how the bus broke down. But, I mean, I've taken the bus a lot of times and it's never broken down before, so I don't think it's like a regular thing, you know. So I'm willing to give them another chance. Plus, like, we don't really have any other options for getting to the ocean. Guys, you know the cat I've been feeding? I don't know if I told you, but he must have gotten into a fight because he was limping as of the last few days, and he has a spot right on the back of his neck where he was scratched. Well, now this morning, it's like the wound on his back of his neck is reopened. I don't know if I think I should call the owner and let her know, because I'm bothered by the fact that this cat's out on his own getting attacked, and she's got her second cat that she got after this cat in her house, and because they don't get along, this one's afraid. He's like a real scaredy cat, you know. So he won't go back because of that other cat. Nick said she should get rid of the other cat. She had this one first, you know. It's not fair to him, and I feel so bad for him. And then we're not going to be here for that much longer, so I'm worried about what will happen to him. Pauline's good, though. I know she'll feed him and stuff, but that's my neighbor. Anybody doing their nails right now? Or planning to do a set? I guess you guys are all planning to do one color, the color palette, right? Because that's due tomorrow.
I need you to tell me, are you going to give us information just here? I'm going to give you some information. Why can't you give us information? Which is the information that you're asking about for the questions. And as we go through this,
Bless you.
I don't mind taking advantage of it, but I can't. I mean, I'm a friend that wants to go here, and I like to have that. But it's just,
few different reasons. First of all, build foundation. It's pertinent information. Then go out for a couple of months, probably a couple of times, some information to get information. But you can tell the friend / lawyer sitting there is like, well, hold on, buddy. Hold on. What's going on here now? Are you going to give us information, or what are we here for? Now, I will say this part of me is like, oh, God, leave it to a lawyer to help me find out of it. I was like, we're going to get some juicy stuff, right? He's going to law to it. But in the legal, all that side, obviously, he's doing a good job as a lawyer. He's protecting the client. Like, wait a minute, what are we here for? I thought we were coming here for this, but you're saying this. Like, what's up? Because obviously, we know at this point, these cops will see him all the way. They know something's up. They know things are not adding up with Alec, right? They want to get as much information out of him as they can. And clearly, the attorney's going to try to back that up. They're going to protect him from that. Which, again, I always like this. Like, if he's completely innocent, we shouldn't have to be worried about this. But we always see wrongful convictions, and we see that sometimes cops can get their blind.
Still like little bump right here.
Now, also notice this with Alec's body behavior. Again, this is not coming from me talking about like, oh, I read a book or whatever. It's just
there we go.
Of him, right, from a non-professional standpoint.
Guys, when I did this Manny last night, it only took me an hour. I was like, wow.
This, no matter what is coming to the pipeline from him, he's like, absolutely, I'll answer the questions.
The main reason I did it was because I wanted to use this pink Flores, see? Because it's sheer,
You know what I mean? So it's like, I'll give him that. No matter what, I'll sign this. We'll get this going. Now, here's my thing. Number one,
I think it
he
is.
didn't have anything to do with it, so he wants to help figure out what's going on, right? Or he is trying to be very confident. I'm off of that as, I got nothing to hide. Let me help facilitate this because I'm going with the story that this wasn't me. Even though a lot of evidence is circumstantially starting to point to that's not adding up. Let's continue.
Let me turn this up. This is when the FBI, I think.
To further your investigation, are you asking me questions because you think that he's a suspect? I need a straight answer.
This is Alec Murda's friend / lawyer talking right now to the police officer.
Okay, feelings aside, excellent question from the attorney. Excellent question. How many times have we seen wrongful conviction, stuff like this, where we're like, I wish someone was there with the person asking this question, right? So I'll give them that. Now, of course, if we're erring on the side that we think Alec has something to do with us, then of course it's like, wait, you just shut him up and let him talk and dig his hole deeper, kind of thing, right? But definitely he is protecting the client and he is asking some very, more questions. You saw the cop, because we already know we're going to see the cop is going to be asking questions to further the investigation, because as the cop will state here in a little bit, no matter what they do, their investigation can't seem to move past Alec.
Because I'm not comfortable with you asking him questions as a suspect. When I came here with the thought that you were going to be telling him where you are in the investigation.
So nobody heard anything from Chastity yesterday or this morning?
That's why we came here.
But let me
I'm concerned. I just want to make sure she's okay,
And I told Alec this when we first met. Any homicide investigation, you start with the closest person and or the person who found the deceased. For the cases, that's Alec. Everybody stays in that investigation until we can get them out. And right now, because of the questions that I have that I need explanations for, I cannot get Alec out.
Now, you heard it from the horse's mouth right there, right? He can't, no matter what they do, they can't cross him off the list, right? So, of course, they're going to have him come in here and do that. And, of course, they're going to want him to come in here and answer the questions. At this point, I have no reason to doubt that Alec was very willing to come in here and do that, right? Because we've seen that he's been very willing to come in and do everything and agree to all this stuff. At some point, obviously, he probably stopped. Maybe have this witness arrest, or you pretend to hang up the slide.
Good.
I don't know what came first, but he was very agreeable and going along with stuff. So, but again, putting feelings aside, the attorney is doing his job.
All right, well, if you come through, I'll be okay. Yes. That's fine. I'm ready to help. All right.
And again, just like I said, Alec, anything to help. Let's go. Let's roll. Come on. Let's do this.
And I know when you were at the office, you were working on motions, and some of those motions you dealt with before Paul's the vote accident or the vote case. I'm not really doing the
I'm just gonna smooth this nail out. We're almost done filing, and then we'll move over puff real quick.
No, that's not all. Yeah. I mean, so what were those motions? I mean, did it deal with Parker's or was it that boat accident?
And then we'll do the wraps. I'll show you guys how I do them.
Okay, I put this clip in there because I'm like,
Because wraps are
so
a
doing the
different, these are on
timeline
a
for the
different
day,
paper
and
than
Alec is claiming
decals
that he is
are.
at the office,
Christie's wraps
at
anyway.
work, whatever.
Like Nails
Working on
Truly, her
motions for
full
the city
nail
case
wrap,
for the
her
voting
full nail
accident,
decals
and
are
one of them
decals.
this, before his son Paul, one of the
But
deceased,
Christie's
was
wraps
involved
are a
in the
different
accident,
paper than what
and he
decals
was
are
trying
on.
to
So
drive
it's a
the boat, and he
heavier,
did attempt
thicker
his
type
life.
of paper.
And this did not go over well in the town.
It's not heavy in general, just heavy, heavier than decal. What a
And so this is
decal
one
is, you know.
motive for what happened to Paul and Maggie, but also there's all sorts of other stuff like this. So my thought process here with Alec is I'm like, so he's here working on these motions, possibly brewing, simmering all day long at this civil suit and the trouble that his son has caused him and what's coming down the pipeline. So again, just some thoughts here. Let's continue.
The man who was supposed to come. I should have done that. She was worried about me. And me worried about my dad. And so she came home.
Bing, 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 boom, 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 red flags are going. Now, through his blood ram, what he is talking about is Maggie. And he is saying he was going to be going to visit his mother. His whole situation with his mother and father is not well. Mother is, she has Alzheimer's. She's not well. She's confused. Father's gone. He was saying, Maggie was worried about me, so she was going to come home and go there with me. Now, we've heard testimony already from Maggie's sister, okay, who Maggie is saying that Paul is, having issues, about the father, the mother, and all this stuff. And so the sister's like, you should go there and be with him if he's wanting you to be there. Maybe you should go with him, yada, yada, yada. So this is
now we'll buff
opposite
real quick
of what we have found out. I am going to err on believing Maggie's sister, who has no reason to lie, right? I mean, if anything, she is carrying this terrible burden on her shoulder about.
So the whole thing with Rossi sending me those dips and the liquids,
her testimony.
they just asked if they could partner with me and send me some stuff. They didn't ask for a Manny or a reel. They didn't ask for anything.
Together, that are like, this is.
Last time they sent me stuff, same thing. They just sent me stuff just for the heck of it. I mean, I did a Manny with them, but yeah, they just. There was no stipulation, you know what I mean?
I stayed on the couch and I dozed off.
Well, we haven't even put the first red flag away from that whole thing about Maggie wanting or him going to the parents with Maggie, whatever we just watched. To this one, they're waiting strong. We're going to see here in a little bit where that too was a lie, Alec. We know that Snapchat exposed this one. So we already know at this point, now again, the cops, again, they have to be sitting here like, oh my God, this is not good. This is not good, right? Because they're going to get even more evidence that shows,
I'm just buffing the edges of my nails. I think they're pretty smooth, but sometimes I miss spots, so I just want to ensure I did.
Because right here, he's like, oh, I fell asleep. Which is a normal story.
Now I'm just gonna
go sit down for a minute.
use my ergo file to go around the cuticle area.
Unbelievable
of my
But
nails.
unfortunately for Alec, fortunately for Maggie and Paul, technology is exposing these inaccuracies as.
There is a video on Paul's phone of the young from that night. You catch gas in the ship. The fires in the tree.
Okay.
Playing in the tree. I guess there was a tree sapling or something that was had fallen over or getting over. We were trying to get it to stand up. But the question in that is, when I met you that night, you were in shorts and a t-shirt. What point am I you when you change clothes? I'm not sure. It would have been before dinner or after that. No, it would have been. What time of day was that? I would have thought that on any chance. There's not a time.
Again, just go ahead and just paint the yard with red flags because this is just getting disrespectful. I mean, my again.
I'm being quiet because I'm listening to this, and
there's times where
hoping you guys
the only
listen to it too, and you can hear
because of the dudes in there riding, right? Because Alex is just like,
even though we all know the
one time he says
outcome of this.
Eyebrows go like this. You can tell he was not expecting this, right? The damn Snapchat. These kids in their damn Snapchat. I mean, Snapchat literally exposed his ass, okay? I'm just going to call it like it is. Snapchat guy, okay? Big time. I mean, he's punching air in his cell right now for Snapchat. When somebody talks about Snapchat, he is bitter, okay? If he had investments, he took them out. Okay, anyways. So, when he's talking about that video, and again, it's the video of him and they had this tree that was going over. We're the same near the outfit.
Okay.
In here. And the whole thing was like, I don't know. And you can
I'm going to clean the nails with some alcohol, and then we'll get going on the wraps.
Right? I mean, to me, I'm thinking, and we'll look at both sides of it. This is a very memorable day, right? This was hours beforehand, whatever. I mean, again, you rode around with Paul, you did this stuff. Why wouldn't you remember that? But then also there's the shock of it. You might have blackouts in your memory. You know what I mean? So this could be maybe normal to have forgotten this. But they'll show
Can't believe it's already the end of July.
This isn't even getting
Dominic goes back to school August 30th next month, and I think Kendra's kids go
it is your voice
on August 8th, I think she said.
So let's keep watching. Oh, well, hold on. Then they ask him about changing the clothes because here's another thing of importance with this is he has this outfit on. Because the major thing with this is
so I like to have some acetone and a small brush handy, and
I've also heard from the caretaker of this.
So I'm going to pour a little bit of acetone into this container here.
And he sounds like he's
meant for like monomer.
That kind of an outfit, right? That t-shirt and all that type of stuff. So it almost seems like he's wearing the work clothes like what he has on now. Did whatever.
Let's cover it up for now. We don't need it yet.
Committed this. By himself or with somebody else. Did
scissors.
That. Changed clothes, cleaned up, went to the mother's house to create the alibi.
And my tweezers to press down.
So let's just keep watching.
And some gel base coat and top coat. So I'm gonna put. Actually, I'm gonna cut these first. I think. Oh, these aren't scissors. These are. All right.
No, and this again is just going back into the whole little details. Time is everything.
Now I want the center, that part on my nail.
Alex has presented a very specific timeline.
Really, I can only get 3
evidence from people, and now cell phones and all the stuff, and potentially the thing in your car, the Snapchat stuff. Anyways, that goes against that, right? And so
trim the excess,
that's
black off.
Okay, we'll keep going here.
This one is way wider than I'm going to need it.
And you talk about waking up and we'll get you. And you try to call that.
All right.
You try to call Paul.
What day?
And then you.
Why are you saying something to me? But no, I don't think he was talking to me.
You also told me that Maggie would normally go with you to check on your phone, but then she might not, might run it that night.
I'm gonna put base coat down. I like to use gel base because makes the wrap stick better.
Because they're not responding to you, and thinking that she might run it to you. I don't remember how the plans and things.
This is Luxie Nails gel base coat.
But maybe she had told you
Came
that
on
she was
93 gel base.
Now again, this whole thing of did you go check on Maggie? Did you, do this, that? Because here's a huge
I
thing.
could only really fit one in this container at a time, so
If the whole
once
plan of
these
coming out
cure
with
and we
Buffy was
take
to
this
go
out,
to his mother
I'll
with
pop
them,
in the second one.
then number one, why didn't she go? And then number two, if she was busy doing something else, as he claims, she went to the kennels.
I'm gonna have to
why
take a
didn't you
picture of that
go
lamp to
find
show you
her?
guys
was
how
such a
cute it
point
is.
For, her
For
to
under
go.
$10,
And then
so
it was
worth it.
out of the norm for her to do something like this. Because if it was normal for her to be there, and it was like, oh, I'm going to go check on the dogs and do this and do that, and then they got busy in the
I have it
I
on
would totally
combination,
buy
so it's doing
the
all
fact
the
that it was like, I'm
different
just
modes.
going out there. I'm
So
not
there's
going
one
down
way
there,
the lights
whatever.
fade
But the more we
off
learn
and then
about
fade
the
back on.
entrances here and there,
That's what it's
the
doing right
less it
now.
makes sense of,
There's a
well, why
flashing
wouldn't you
one.
just swung
I don't
over
really
there if
care
you're
for
gonna
the
get a hold
flashing
of them and
ones.
Be like, hey, I need you to come to mom's with me. Especially under the guise of
It's
I need
super
some
pretty.
emotional support or this, that, or the other. It doesn't make sense.
What are you
And now,
talking about?
here's the one thing for me that I try and look at where,
It's on the phone and he's ignoring
to
me.
say this,
Alright,
because I try and look at it one way up.
pull
Okay,
this
let's pretend
out.
that
So
he
when you
did do
take
it.
out the wrap, you're
Somebody
gonna
else
want to
did this,
slide
he
the
knows nothing
backing
about it,
off.
that he was set up. It had something to do with
This one.
Mallory, the boat accident.
And I kind of had to pull it, but that's
Then
alright.
why is there so many different things that are inconsistent in his story?
And I'm not
Why are there so
using
many
a
situations like this? Why are there too many conveniences? So I just pose that
stamper
question.
or anything like that. I prefer to use my finger. Sometimes I'll use this if I have a wrinkle or something, but otherwise I just like to use my hands because I need that warmth from my hands to help mold the wrap.
It's not like we had plans that she wasn't going to ride with me, or she was going to.
A little wrinkle
Again,
right
this just feels
there.
very
It's
flimsy,
on.
very not very well thought out, right? Because a lot of his story seems
I
very well
ripped
thought
it.
out, and this just doesn't seem like it has a very logical answer. Because I think for me, if I place myself in the shoes, and honestly,
Let's see if I
when
can
sit here
flip
and
it.
Think of this. I'm thinking of
I
like
ripped
my
the
mom's
bottom, but if I
property,
flip it,
and I
you might
think
not be
that
able to
his
tell
dog
because
kennels
I
are
might be
farther
cutting
away
it.
than like say
I think I'm
the
going
what
to
I'm
be
thinking
cutting
of
it
is
off.
like my
Yep.
stepfather's shop to my mom's house. And so I'm trying to think like
All right.
if they were down there and I was talking about you're gonna run over
I'm gonna
here
trim
with
the
me, and I
excess
kinda get a hold
wrap,
of
like
them.
all this extra
I
that's
mean, number
hanging
one, I
off
could
right
walk out
now.
the door and be like, Mom, but I could pull down the driveway if they weren't calling or coming or, acknowledging it. It wouldn't be that big of a deal to pull down there because at this point I would be like, what's up?
And then up the
Like
side here, this
something's-
is all extra.
now I'm a little worried. You know what I'm saying? And so that would trigger off in me, especially if it was a special circumstance that they were over there with. And evidence we've heard, which, I could just go strictly with Maggie's sister, right? Who, I'm sorry, but I believe her over most other people. She has no reason why. It's her sister.
Okay,
And I
so
feel
once
like
I have
she
it all
was
pressed
out
on my
to get at it.
nail,
It's like she was not thinking that he had something to do with this in the beginning, right? And I'm not in her brain. I don't know what she thinks now.
and
But
take
she,
your time when you
was
do
not
these.
out to
Don't
get
try
it
and
or
rush
whatever.
it.
So I believe what she's saying. This is a special circumstance for this to happen. So even more reason, why not just pull down there and see what's going on?
How often did you go visit your mother then? It wasn't infrequent. It wasn't all the time. This year, all the time to that. Check on them, especially when you're bad. So she's been having she's got Alzheimer's.
All right. So this is what it looks like right now, and I'm happy with how it looks. There are, I'm looking to see if there's any wrinkles, but no, there's a couple, maybe little tiny teeny ones, but nothing bad.
Okay, so that gives you a
So-
good background story. If you haven't been following this closely, like what's going on with the
I'm gonna
mother.
go in now. There's probably more I could trim, but I'm just
Who
going
was there
to
when he came over?
use acetone.
She's like,
So I'm gonna take this tiny little brush,
He was there. So this whole she been having
dip it in the
time, she'd been having
acetone,
this
and
idea,
just
blah, 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 blah.
slowly kind of,
You know. So all this
because
fuss and
this
perusal,
acetone
and
will
I'm just
melt
kinda
the
like,
wrap.
Okay, well,
So that's what I'm trying to do
This is
here.
the caretaker who she's like, really, she really didn't even know he was there. She was in bed. I mean, so that's where I'm kind of like, okay, and again, she's like, yeah, he would come over, but it was kind of odd for him to be there this
So
time.
we're getting, see, I've gotten the top
It was
half.
infrequent. It could be any time of the day, whatever. But it doesn't feel right. It feels convenient.
How long would you say your reaction was?
Yeah.
45 minutes now.
Okay,
All right. I think I'm gonna
major red flags here. He
write that
says he
camera.
was at his mother's for 45 minutes to an hour. We would hear from the caretaker of Miss Libby, who was there, that says he was there for 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
That's it. And then when he saw her,
So-
I don't remember the proper word for it, but it has something to do with like an after thing for a funeral, like where people come and eat and stuff like that. And he saw the caretaker there, and this is when he kind of like low key was like, "Hey, wink, wink, weddings are expensive. Can I help you out?" And he was like, "I was at the house for 45 minutes," kind of like telling her, right? And she was like, "But I knew that wasn't true." And that's when these feelings start coming in. So here,
Okay.
he's going as far as saying an
I'm
hour.
gonna turn my nails so I can see what I'm doing a little better
Mother
here.
was sleeping, and she said he was laying on the bed on his phone.
I'm doing this with my left hand, and I'm holding the brush with my left hand, so I just don't want to have like a spasm and mess up.
So it was something. I'd be wrong with his tail. When I was out there, he was chasing his tail. Looking through the fence and trying to grab it. So it was.
Okay, so what he's talking about is the chocolate puppy again. That will be part of his, we'll say downfall, right? Because that Snapchat is very damning. He's referring to this Snapchat that we'll talk about here in a minute.
I'm keeping my finger pointed up in case any acetone drips so that it doesn't drip down onto the wrap.
And so I think the
because it will
now
erase it.
brought that out there to see what kind of reaction he's going to get out of Alec to see. But again, notice the thing that he does. It's this pattern that he continually repeats every time we see him in these
So
videos.
it's not exactly straight, but I don't care about it being straight.
Were there vehicles in the house? Yes, sir. How did they get down there that night? Still, I'm so that you were there to tell me that.
Okay, major thing here. How did they get down there that night? Everybody wants to know. However, they're going to go back, oh, the truck, oh, this, oh, well, he says Paul doesn't like the log, and Maggie would log this and the other. We've heard from the autopsy that there was ATV tracks, bless her heart. Oh, Miss Maggie. I mean, my God, that poor woman. So now it makes me wonder, was that part of the mystery of how they got down there? Because this is kind of like how did they get down there? Did he leave a truck? Did he leave his truck, I'm talking now Alec, or his vehicle, whatever he had, and then take an ATV vehicle down there and kind of maybe sneak up on them or do something so that his truck wasn't there? Because he's so confident in being like the OnStar. We can get the OnStar thing, and we can do all that, blah, 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 And so maybe he's thinking,
Okay.
Again, we're going on the side of the
I'm happy with how this looks. There's a couple of tiny wrinkles, but it seems like whenever I push them down,
Down there and met us. And he
All
got
right.
on
So
that.
what I'm gonna
Then
do
my
right
brain
now
was
is I'm gonna go ahead
the second
and
person, if there was another person
top
involved.
coat this nail immediately so I don't mess it up with acetone or anything while working on the second
Even
one,
with
and I'll
all
drop
of
the
this
second wrap in the
circumstantial, because at the
water.
end of the day,
So you can see that took me a
no
good
one
amount
has
of time, you know,
literally a smoking
but
gun in
it
his
came
hand,
out
right. I mean, there is
how I
still
wanted it to.
this,
So it's worth it to take the time.
you know, there's that. So, because it's very difficult too, because everything used was like already on the property. So, I just, at first I was like, I don't want to think a father could do this to his son and his wife, right? And then I finally had to accept, okay, I have to, this is, you know, very possible. And then the more evidence that comes out about the autopsy, I'm like, I don't want to think that after all this, he took an ATV and ran all over Miss Maggie. I don't want to think it, but you obviously have to.
I'm going to cure it and then flip it and cure it for a little bit longer.
So you're in the kills.
Am I missing any comments?
Yeah.
I saw some on the screen briefly.
To the house again. You know, I mean, Carl and I just
Hi, Brandis.
shop, shed, kennels.
I don't have a secondary device today, you guys, so I don't see anybody. I can't read the comments unless I hit my phone. But even when I hit my phone, it only comes up for like 10 seconds, and all the comments disappear. Brandis, can you resend me the link to buy that palette? Because I can't find it.
Flies in the face of what the evidence shows. Flies
if you could DM it to me.
A Snapchat with the brown dog that he has already talked about.
Let me flip my hand. I'm doing a Cosmic Nails Mani with the double vision clean pack.
Then you hear Alex.
I just put one wrap on, and I got to do the second wrap.
Picture the tail of his friend. Not a cute look. Not a cute look. And you notice how he kind of was like, "Yes, sir." I mean, there wasn't like, he was like a little bit paused there. Like there was, he thought about it a little bit, right?
I've got information. Yeah, Paul's
All right.
and Maggie was working.
Let's take out this other wrap. Let me close
And you were,
acetone for now.
and that was prior to that. Yeah.
I heard Rogan Gibson asked me if I was up there. He said he thought it was me.
Was it you?
At 9 o'clock.
Yes.
No, sir. Not if my times are right.
So he just point blank asked him, "Was it you?" Then notice when he says, "Not if my times are right." So does that mean that you're opening the door for them to be wrong and that you were there? To me,
I
that's
should have dried this off a
answer.
little bit.
That is not a confident answer. That is like a, you know. That
So
is
I
a,
have this like
know
right
I
at the
was
top
their
of my
answer.
nail. I'm wondering if I should go up a little higher, give myself a little extra space there.
I'm trying to look at both sides of the fence, not here and not be completely biased on the side of lock them up.
Yeah, I definitely feel like the warmth
but again,
from my
why?
hand helps
That does
it
not make sense
a
to me,
lot.
right? It does not make sense to me. But well, none of my times are right, you know, be like, no, I wasn't there. I was at my mother's house. I was just getting back from my mom's house. No, I
All
wasn't.
right,
I
let's
was
trim
staying
off
with
some
my
of this
mom's.
excess wrap.
To me, that
here.
would be the appropriate answer.
I can cut it with my left hand.
You need to take a good.
No idea.
And Rogan's been around your family for pretty much all his life.
Absolutely.
And he recognizes your voice and you have a distinct voice. You think anybody else that has a voice similar to yours that you may have misinterpreted?
No, sir.
All right, let's
It's
get
like
at it with the
the level of
acetone. We'll close up this water since we're done with it. I don't
just came and
spill
sat in
any
the
of it.
room and everyone's having to look around and be like, no, sir, I can't think of anybody else. You know, yep, I know he's known my voice all his life. You know, I'm just like, oh my God.
And there's other things people told me about that 911 call that I don't remember.
This is not working out.
I don't know here. Like I was
or talking to somebody else. I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
So, and obviously with nobody else out there. And
All right, I think I can save this one. I don't think I ruined it.
Okay, so this is in reference to the 911 phone call where he's saying that at some point he kind of randomly says, here. And the cop is basically like, were the dogs loose? Like, why did you say that? Because it's almost like you're talking to someone else. And of course, he's like, well, there's obviously no one else there, and the dogs weren't running around. And this is one thing that he does. This reminds me a lot. Let me just say this. If you watch the Casey Anthony, the most recent documentary that came out where she's like, hey, y'all, I know who did it now, kind of a thing. And she would acknowledge, like, when the documentary people would be like, well, here's this obvious weird thing. And she's like, it is weird. My voice does sound like that. And you're just like, yeah, she's like agreeing with them because what else can you do? Like, she's trying to take like ownership of it or something. It's almost like, this is like, we're going inside right now of, he did it and he's lying. He's sticking with the story. So say in his mind, he's like, my story is, I showed up, and this is how I found them, and that's it.
Okay, it's looking good.
What happened outside of that, and so that's what we're going with. So for him to be like, well, no, obviously there's no one else there, and then this happened, and the dogs weren't running around. Instead of choosing the thing of, oh no, I think the dogs were running around, or I was confused, it's almost like little doors and windows open for him to help himself.
This is how I like to do my wraps, with the acetone and just working slowly and using the warmth of my hand.
Like, who knows why you would say something.
I would love to hear how you guys do them, if you have any ways that are, maybe faster.
Over here, clean this up. Clean this up, all right? Before the person goes off in the woods, ATV. Let's keep watching.
The reason I'm asking about that, the shot shells that we recovered that night, was a turkey leader, was buckshot. I understood that. The shotgun that you had with you that night, it was a bird shot and a buckshot. Once I went back the next day, I'm not sure which attorney it was that pointed out that there had been a shotgun made on the pool table that he had put away and pointed out that ammunition.
Okay, so I'm gonna top coat this now.
And then the shotgun that we took for potential comparison, it was also loaded with a bird shot and a buckshot. So I have all these consistent
Okay, it looks
good.
good.
And the people, I call it people, and so the people, that's
Okay, so this is another element of very unique circumstances here.
Okay.
He was asking him how does he load a gun. He's telling him, and he's like, okay, well, here's the thing. I found this whole thing of there's a bug shot and whatever shot loaded up, and all these different circumstances around the property. So what's up with that, right? This is such a unique way of loading this gun. Why is it consistent all through the crime scene, the property, to this, that, these are the shellings we're finding, so on and so forth. And this is another place where I look at it and like, if Alec was set up, if this was random.
All right, I'm gonna cure it. I'll flip
so
my hand,
specific,
cure the
right?
underside,
So
and then we'll get back.
specific.
If
Why would this
finish the
how,
Manny with
why, when,
dip,
where? I would have so many questions.
activator
How
and
was
dip top.
created in that would take so many elements. Like, who would know that to do that?
there were also cartridge cases found by your house on the side of the
I didn't even ruin one. I'm usually good for at least ruining one wrap when I apply them. One usually rips on me.
The ones by the house.
So my best advice for applying wraps like this from Kozmik Nails is to just take your time. The warmth from your hand, from your body is your friend when it comes to molding them to your nail, you know. So just, take your time with it.
See, now those guns have tossed guns were used.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do the underside real quick. Any comments?
He slid that hand missing part in there. Again, I mean,
I'll send a link on how I like to do mine. All right, Tara.
you know, that's
Use
my
a
thing.
square
It's like,
brush,
the guns are missing.
acetone. Wait, oh, it disappeared.
They're Paul's guns, these unique shot shells. They met the shell.
Hold on, I use a square brush,
And you
acetone.
see, Alec is like, does his thing.
Snip corners
Okay,
to
so
shape
now you're
better.
doing it.
Place
His
over
guns were
foil
used.
gel.
And again, I'm just like, oh my god, this elephant in the room that's getting bigger and bigger by the minute.
Wow.
It's
Only
like,
3 minutes?
Yeah, he's definitely thinking that.
Wow. Huh.
And he's definitely thinking
That's
that
cool.
you were holding one of those guns. Okay, I mean, let's do a little bit of math here. You, Maggie, and Paul on the property. They're not here anymore.
Okay.
Everything used on the thing was.
So let's
from
activate the
property
glitter nails.
and is now missing. But you're still here. Okay. Roll tape.
What the times are, what time of day it was. When the dispatcher asked you when was the last time you saw Maggie or told Maggie, you said an hour and a half, 2 hours ago.
Mallory, are you still here? Did you see that Taylor for Business was found guilty? Oh, I got that one right down the center.
Having trouble coming up with a specific time.
No, yes. I don't,
Oh, I got like a
did you again what I said to dispatcher?
That's not really noticeable, I guess, but there's a bump there. Yeah.
You said an hour and a half ago, probably 2 hours.
All right, let's wipe off.
What time was that?
That was when you were on the phone. And then I will call me at 10:06.
I'm just wiping off in case there's any wet activator still on the nails. Super important step right here, if you ask me.
Okay, so more on this crazy timeline, right? So here's my thing with this. Now, I go both
Okay.
ways on this because regardless, guilty, not guilty, whatever, in the heat of the moment, I just can't imagine.
So now just the 3 glitter nails are getting top coated because we already put gel top coat on the nails with the
So I
wraps.
think I too would be like, wait, what did I say? Like, you know, that kind of thing. Over the cop, the back, and like, you immediately throw this hour and a half, 2 hours timeline. And he's like,
Brandis, when does Kay go back to school?
But I don't know. I don't really go with that. But the fact that there's so much drama and inconsistencies around the rest of the timeline is where I go back to it and say, yeah, if he was
Some on
accurate
my
on all
skin.
the rest of the timeline, I would completely be like, he was just, freaking out. But it just, to me, is another nail in his coffin of more inconsistencies, more lies, more creating.
Wait a couple
windows of time
seconds
to
and then
cover
I'll
up his window of opportunity.
do the second layer.
Here, you said 5 and 5:30.
I like the whole black and white vibe of this Manny. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, there is a little red in this dip, but it's so little that like you can't really see it when you look at the Manny, So
So times are
it's almost not even worth mentioning the red in it,
Now, again, I would personally barely remember what I did yesterday and what times, but this, again, is just way more inconsistencies. It's almost like he went back and tried to fudge all this, but there's this stuff like that, like, well, sure, you said you left them, but we sure you going in at that time, and your brother, again, who, why would he lie, is saying you were still there at 6 o'clock, and you're saying that you left at, this other time here. So, again, none of his times match up. And
I did a sloppy job top coating today.
I'm just trying to get an understanding of why.
I believe that's because that's the first time I was at my office.
There we go. All right,
Here
I
was
think
some
that's
reason
better.
So they actually had to let you in. And I've got your card.
This is the first time I've ever used Tutu from Rebel. And I've had this dip for like over 2 years, probably.
There's not much to say about that one. And I think it was probably a little bit like, okay, you can tell that? Okay. I mean, again, what do you say? Because it just looks like someone who has spent a lot of time creating.
I have so many Rebel dips that I haven't used yet that I try to like get in Rebel Manis whenever I can so I can use those colors,
Looks like. Well, go ahead, I'm sorry.
These wraps aren't going to last long. Look on the underside of them. Not going to last long. But look how much better my hands look under the nails. They're not all peeling anymore. I'm not always scratching. I'm not popping Benadryl like candy, you know. So. He tried to mimic a dog barking. Oh, that is so cute. August 10th? Oh my God, that's soon.
I do not know how it acts.
Hi, Janet. There you are.
That out right, obviously. I go
Melt
through
it with the
this, which I
acetone?
do a lot of this stuff. I'm gonna look at both sides of it. Like, let's say, legitimately, this.
Yeah,
is
I
like, oh my
should,
God,
huh?
You would have these questions, right?
I kind of top coated
you know, how many
underneath
times
though.
does it shout, you know, this and that, like what
I just
happened?
want to take the
That.
pictures and I don't care what happens to
So
it.
there's that.
I'm going to go out and do pictures
As
anyway. I
someone
might take pictures of this
who,
Manny. I haven't
Let's say
yet, but
he did this.
maybe I'll take the pictures
I
in
would
case the day
be-
comes that I don't have
What
something to
he did,
post.
He's doing these actions to make it look like he's genuinely good.
Really?
How many times? Because watching it, I get this vibe. I'm like, oh my God, the cringe. It's like he is so trying to. Look
Oh,
like
Janet,
he
it was.
doesn't
When does he go
know.
back?
And again, that elephant's blocking him and the cop, right?
Not soon
And
enough.
it's just glaring. And
Dominic
it's starting
goes
to
back
come back,
August
like, come
30th,
on,
but
buddy.
he didn't get
You know,
out
we're gonna play
until
this game,
June
but
20th.
You know which one went down first, and you know how many shots were fired. You know, you can sit here and blubber all you want.
Like,
but you
Kendra's
know
kids got out in
exactly
May.
now.
I swear it was May, and they go back on the 8th.
But I think it was
Oh, what'd you say, Janet? Hold on.
Paul.
I hate how the messages keep hiding.
He wouldn't have-
He starts this coming Tuesday? Holy crap. Wow. I thought you got summers off at his kids. And she starts Thursday. Wow.
We've already established.
You guys all set for back to school stuff?
family members were used. And if they came from
My mother
elsewhere,
asked if Dominic needed anything, so I gotta let her know because, yeah, we need all the help we can get with that stuff.
Again, the vibe that I'm getting from this is mostly cringe because it just feels like it's someone who it's so glaring that all these questions.
Just want to put some kind of gel or something on this
They
brush.
haven't left the room, right? Meaning the investigation really can't get past him. It's like, dude, you're the one. I mean, all this points back to him, right? No matter how you cut the cake, it's still a cake, right? I mean, it's just, it is what it is. It's a Hempson here. But how they get
I've been
down-
loving on this somewhere in the
trying to
Keys
point that
cuticle
out.
oil from Dip
Notice
With
that
Me
he's
because
trying
it
to
smells
point
so
out
good.
the flexing part, you know, because that might be the one thing that he's like, okay, well, I got him there. You know, I took the
If you want a
ATV down
cuticle
there.
oil
You know,
that
whatever it might
smells
be,
like you're
or
on vacation.
maybe there was a secondary
This is
person
it.
involved that came and helped clean something up, or, you know, who knows?
And
But
it's
that
dipwith.me
whole
is the
mysterious part
website.
of it
My
what
code is
honestly, to
Tara.
me, creates some reasonable doubt, and is, you know, it just makes the water. Like,
It's
I mean, it's normal for y'all to leave your keys in cars.
Dry skin or
If
something.
somebody showed up and did this, you're not going to take Paul's truck back in the house and leave the keys in.
again, the questioning, it just, none of it.
I'm not
and
even
I
going to
just
be able
like
to say the name
none
of
it
this
can leave
dip.
the room.
Rorschach.
Right, 'cause there's a logical
Rorschach.
question to start to go through this.
Rorschach test.
And
Am
again,
I saying it right?
the whole
Rorschach
aspect
test.
of maybe he was set up or whatever, and that's a
Anyway,
fine.
Rorschach
Right there,
test
there was
from
bad
Kozmik
blood.
Nails is the name
There
of
were
this
people
glitter.
who were
It's
not
part
happy
of
with
the
because
Double
something
Vision
did, right?
theme pack,
But it's
which comes with
so
Rorschach test and
fast,
Retrovision. Those are the
stuff
two
back.
dips. And then
to
there are
him
6
and
wraps to choose
whatnot, and I
from. There's a
don't
set of vinyl
see
stickers and
either
then
way
a
of
decal
it.
sheet. You can mix and match however you want these theme packs. So if you just want, you know, the dips in 1 wrap, or the dips in 2 wraps, or, you know, or if you just want a dip, or you just want to buy the wraps, however you want to do it, you can do it. Use code TARA10 to save at Kozmik. And I hope everybody has an awesome weekend because it's Friday. Friday. All right, I'm sorry to put you guys through that, but I'm excited. It's Friday. hopefully I can come up with some good inspo over the weekend. I've been like looking, but even though I'm looking at all these manis, nothing's like jumping out at me like, ooh, I want to do that. Because, you know, if I have to promote a glitter and a solid, it's like only so many things you can do, I feel like. You know what I mean?
If I was in the situation, guilty or not guilty, I would have called on to the
I don't know.
It's not looking good, right? Like, I'm potentially looking at it as a suspect from the get-go.
I know I should be like stretching my bound or pushing the boundaries, but I'm too afraid to try that cupcake drip thing. Frosting, icing drips or whatever that tarot wanted to do. I just don't have any confidence in myself with that kind of mani, unless I had like a stencil. All right, guys, have a wonderful day and a great weekend. I will be talking to all of you in chat. Okay, love you guys. Bye.
Right? And so, you know, again, one thing I noticed with this crying is it usually comes on in a moment of stress. One pattern I